Welcome back to Studio Chatter. If you're in charge of putting together the family party, we've got a unique idea for you. Welcome Vivian Waite with Poppin Foam Parties to the table.
Hi.
How fun!
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, we just got to watch the little promo, and now I want to throw a party.
I know, I'm
foam
thinking,
party.
right?
Party.
Yeah.
They're so fun, so
Vivian,
fun.
this is a fun idea. Is this your first year?
Last summer was our whole first year.
Okay.
And it was pretty successful, so
Wow.
we're excited to do it
Everyone
again.
out of COVID and ready to just, have some fun.
It is fun.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about you first.
Okay, so I live here in town in Spanish Fork. I'm married, been married for 21 years. I have 2 daughters. My oldest is a senior graduating this year. She's also running for Miss Spanish Fork, so that's exciting for
That's a
us.
good time.
We're new to that experience, but it's been amazing.
It'll be a good experience.
It is. It's incredible. And then I have another daughter who will be going into 10th grade as well. So
Okay. So what made you think that let's start
how'd
a
you come up
Poppin
with the
Foam
idea?
party?
So I've seen it done before. Years back, I had seen somebody post it, and I'm fortunate enough to have one of those husbands that can build anything.
Oh,
That
Lucky
is
you.
nice.
I'm so blessed, and
Maybe you're
so.
not. You try hard.
No. So last May, we wanted to throw a surprise party for our younger daughter. And you know, when the 14, 15 is kind of an awkward age, and they want the mixed group of kids, but they don't know how to get out of their comfort zones. And so I had mentioned, like, that would be so fun to do that. I think it would help them mingle and have fun. And he's like, I could probably build it. And he did, and it worked. And it took about 5 seconds for them to be awkward and then let it go and just play. It was
Wow.
So
really
I want to
fun.
hear, like, when you say he just built it, like, what kind of
So you can
hardware and stuff
you can
do you
find pre-kits like on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
But so we purchased one of those kits, but we found it needed some tweaking to really produce incredible bubbles and foam. And that's where he's very good. He's like, if we change the netting on it or the PVC pipe, I don't know, the PVC pipe, we get a different hose.
So is it just one machine that produces all of that?
There's some parts to it. We have a big garbage can that we send with the renters. You have to fill it up with the water. There's a water pump in it. And then there's a big box fan, and there's like sprinkler heads on the front of that, and it shoots it all out through a certain kind of netting that creates the bubbles.
So
So
it
I'm
comes
thinking
out-
this is DIY. This is like
It
do it
is
yourself.
DIY.
Okay,
So we
you
come
send
pick it up from you.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
you show us how to do it. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like when you do the blow up balloon type slide deals. You
Yeah.
just pick it up, you show us how.
Yep, we put together a little YouTube video on how to set up the structure, and then we provide some tips that we have found that works to just make it work really well. And then it's just a pick up and drop off.
So you said you have a big bucket of water.
So it's like a 44-gallon garbage can, like the gray garbage cans.
And then what are you using to make the bubbles?
I order a foam powder from a manufacturer in Texas, and I wish
So
I could.
that with water. And
So that with water and
And it's fine for all the grass, all your
it doesn't
gardening,
kill
all of everything.
We've done it so many times in our own yard before starting to rent it to anyone else.
I bet.
And it has never damaged our yard. The only thing that will happen to your yard is just the wear and tear from the kids.
Right.
But
So, dumb question. What's the difference then between foam and bubbles, or is there a difference?
I don't know.
Okay.
It really is just a bunch of bubbles, and I think one of the components in the powder is similar to what creates the foam and bubbling in shampoos and the suds.
Okay.
It's a similar component, and so it's just on a
So how
big scale.
of a scale are we talking with the foam?
If we were to set up my machine right here, it would go to the cameras and to the
Wow.
walls and.
Okay.
And then they just splash and get it everywhere.
Yeah,
and-
we provide a big tarp that also doubles as like a slip and slide. You could have 10 kids in there and not see them.
Oh, wow, that would be fun.
Because I do feel like nowadays, like the social aspect is a lot like on the phone and not talking, and this gets them out
And they cannot have
communicating
their phone
and cannot
with them.
have their
Cannot.
phones.
Oh,
right.
it's hours
and
of
adults
fun.
too, like connecting with your youth or your
Well,
kids.
it's so funny because I had dads in particular come, I'm here to pick up some machine, I don't know, and they're a little skeptical, and then when they come back, they're showing me, this was amazing. Then they got in it, and all the adults were in it.
Oh, I would
and-
be all over this.
Yeah.
So
I think we
what's
How
all
many
the
units
fee?
do you have?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Good question.
So the fee is $150
Okay.
for roughly a 24-hour rental.
Oh.
I try to be as accommodating as I can, but it really just kind of depends on where that person lives and what my surrounding bookings are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going into this summer, I'm adding a $50 refundable deposit so that it comes back not broken, because that happened a number of times. So $200 up front, but a $50 is refundable.
Perfect.
So
That's very
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
And how
I
many
think
of the
that's really
units do you have?
affordable.
I will be having 4 going into the summer. So
Oh,
we've
really?
doubled. I had 2 last summer,
Okay.
and we're making 4.
Okay.
Well, we'll have 4 total.
And when you just do the bucket that you sent us with, does that last like an hour, 3 hours? It
So
doesn't-
I send part of that price includes 3 bags of foam, and 1 bag lasts roughly 20 minutes.
Okay.
It just kind of depends on the play. I would recommend turning off the fan if they're not in it for a minute, or something.
Right.
And then you want to keep the bucket. I don't want to say bucket. It's a garbage can.
Okay.
Keep the garbage can full of water. You just keep the hose in it, keep it on, and maintain that sweet spot of the water levels. Don't want it
Right.
to overflow. Don't want it to go too low. And then just watch the bubble output. And when you feel like it's dwindling a little, dump in another bag. And
So
keeps
it could
going.
easily go like 90 minutes?
Yeah.
Because I
60
imagine
I'd say
it produces
60.
and then they could play and then you start
Yeah,
another
so I would say
round.
3 bags would last you an hour. I oftentimes talk to the renter because I want to know, I kind of want to gauge who the party's for. If you have older teens, you probably want it to go longer. And so extra bags are always available to purchase.
Okay.
But anything over the 3 that's included, if they don't use it, return it unopened, then that's refunded.
Awesome.
So-
So great.
Yeah.
That is really affordable for
Yes.
a fun little party.
It's so fun.
So where do they go to book the renting and,
So
and get all of the information?
Yeah. So I have an Instagram page, poppin.foam.parties, and there is a link to a Google form to request a reservation.
Okay.
But you can also email me. Not everyone has social media. So email at poppinfoamparties@gmail.com.
Okay.
And you can reach out that way, and I'll respond, and we'll figure it out.
This is fun.
I think it's like so unique, but I've heard about it before, and it really surprises me that like no one has done this. Like no one that I know like around us.
I know I've seen it before, but
Right.
nothing around here, and I'm just
But happy that
I think
you
we're
so
ready
grateful for that husband of mine.
Tell him
Well,
thank you.
I will.
Yeah. Well, and if anybody wants a preview, there's an event coming up.
Yes.
Tell us about that, please.
Yes. So, my daughter that is running, she's organized a Ukraine donation event. She actually, I don't know if it was before she made the decision to run or not, but she read that article in KSL about the man from Utah that flew out to Ukraine and was helping families cross the borders, and was like, I want to do something. And so she's organized this event. It's April 23rd from 11 to 1 at Spanish Fork Junior High School. And
Okay.
I am sponsoring the event as well. I think it would be really fun. Anyone who's interested in checking out what this party bubble business is about,
This would
come
be
to
a
this
perfect
event.
time.
And all you have to do is bring an item to donate to play.
Like a
and
food item or money?
it can be food. It can be the clothing.
Okay.
And I think it's on her little site or something.
yes.
Hygiene products and
If we got our list from the Ukraine Association.org.
Okay.
The items they're looking for
Okay.
for people in Ukraine.
We'll try and list that as well. Thank you
Yes.
so
Thank
much.
you.
So fun.
Thank you for having me.
Coming up on Studio Chatter, we'll show you where we got these fancy new teas.